everyone. Welcome to my channel. I know all of y'all are very flustered. Do I look flustered? Yeah, because I am. I remember all the past Christmases where I had to do Christmas for like 20 some people, and now I do it for just one or maybe two people. So today, I need to get my hair back. I don't want hair in my food. Okay, today we're going to do disgusting fruitcake. The reason why I say disgusting is because nobody likes it, only a very select few of people. But mine is quick and easy fruitcake, and I will rattle off the ingredients. 3 cups Bisquick, 3 eggs. I don't know what that is. Okay. A 1/3 cup milk. I already got my measurements out. Okay. 2 cups mixed candied fruit. I think somebody sat on this in the car. This is the fruit. Some chopped nuts, light corn syrup, hot water glazed cherries. Oh, where's the cherries? They gotta be here somewhere. Ah! Here we go. And when someone sends you to the store for none such, they're not making this up. This is it. None such is with raisins and apples. It's mincemeat. That's what it is. And my daughter's friend loves my recipe. Maybe I can send her one. So I have these little things, and it makes a lovely gift when you tie it with some string. And I also bought this too. So let's get started, everybody. Okay, you want to preheat your oven to 325. Oh, and you need vegetable oil. Okay, you want to preheat the oven to 325. I'm going to put mine on 350 since it hasn't been calibrated. Now, you know, I have 2 recipes here. 2 recipes. I'm going to do the Bisquick one. It's less measurements, I believe. Well, the other one calls for unsifted flour because I've got 2 different recipes here. But they're pretty similar. One asks for sweetened condensed milk, and I don't know why I bought it if I'm going to go buy this other one. Okay, so if you got the fruitcake loaves, these little baby ones, 2.5 by 4.5, you want to fill it 2/3 full, bake 40 minutes or 35 to 40. So I guess I should generally grease that. Okay, so I will stop the camera and do that so I won't take up your time. Okay, all right. I buttered my pans, and let's see, what do we do first? I'm going to turn this other recipe around so that I don't confuse it. Yeah, don't want to confuse it. But I'll let you do a screenshot of both of these recipes. They're pretty much similar, except one uses Bisquick. Okay, so getting in front of the camera, and this is the one I'm using, and I'm going to decorate the top like that. You see, this one uses the Bisquick, if you want to do a screenshot. Now this one is, if you don't have Bisquick, you can use this one. They're both easy fruitcake. This one you need the sweetened condensed milk, and you're going to use unsifted flour here. Now this one, you can use the baking instructions if you're doing a fruitcake loaf at 8.5 by 5, or you can do one in a coffee can, and this one is for the mini loaves, which I'm making. And so screenshot that. I will move it around in case you can't read some of it. Okay, here we go. All right, let me get back over here. I had to do all my dishes. All right, 3 cups of this Bisquick. Oh my gosh. Oh my God, what is this? Now the last one I did was about my fudge. Let me tell you what, I had to get at least 5 pieces of it because people fight over it. And if I don't get some from the get-go, I won't get it, right? I'm gonna get a big bowl. Or maybe I'll just put it right in the mixer, which is here. All right, let me take that out. Okay, let me rinse this out in case it got something in it. Okay, I don't have a dishwasher because I heard that dishwashers use more water, you know, and plus I don't have room for it anyway. So we're gonna put 3 cups of this in. 1, make sure I'm looking at the right one. 2, and 3. So the cats are trying to get in my house because it's going to get so cold, but I found out it's my neighbor's cats. My neighbor who has no windows. I guess they have no windows because the cats broke through the screens and stuff. I guess that's how it goes. So I hope to hell they do go in there during this freeze that's coming. Woo! I like this shirt because it's got the red and the green. And, okay, what's next? Oh, we already greased our pans. Combine all the ingredients except the syrup, water, and cherries. Okay, all right, so I guess we don't have to do the wet with the dry, you just throw it all in. Okay, so let's just do that. We're gonna use a 28-ounce can of the Nonsuch. Well, this is 27. Who the hell's gonna know that 1 ounce is missing, okay? So here we go. I don't know. Yeah, so just throw it in. I guess that's why they call it quick and easy. You don't have to do all that technical stuff. Oh, smells amazing. If you've, they always have this during Thanksgiving and holidays. And if you're a Southern girl like I am, go and order your black-eyed peas for the New Year's. Do it now because you'll forget. Get some fat back or stripling or whatever they call it. So I had some bad news. One of my co-workers passed. The one that trained me at Rite Aid. And you know, Walgreens bought out, I think, over 1,000 or more Rite Aids. So she was such a honey. She was a Christian lady. And I appreciate that. I don't like going to work where people are telling nasty jokes, but because I've always worked for the police department, the cops sometimes were the nastiest ones out there telling jokes. I even had one lieutenant reading Playboy during my shift. I was disgusting. All right, we got 3 eggs, okay. And you know, this was before Women's Lib, because I broke a lot of boundaries. Yeah, and I sued them and won, but I told them to take the job and shove it, because you can't work for somebody you sued. I just made my point, you know the saying. Okay. 3 eggs, a 1/3 cup milk. Where's the 1/3 cup? There's a 1/4, another 1/4. Get one out of here. I keep my baking right here at my fingertips. So let me get the milk. I love fresh milk, and I use the milk that's not so fresh but still within the date. for recipes. Yeah, this is good till the 24th. Okay. So now what's next? 3 tablespoons vegetable oil. Is this vegetable oil? Yes. Excuse me again. Oh my God. I have to wrap some presents. This is the leanest Christmas I've ever had. And in the old days, I would spend about $12,000. I'm not exaggerating. Most of that was for my 25 employees, and I would buy a lot. I bought so much liquor for my Christmas parties that I had to get a permit to go across county lines. Why am I opening that? We're not ready for that. Yeah, so I was still doing the vegetable oil, so I'm not going to be stupid today. I'm going to pour it into this so I don't pour too much. I suggest you do the same. My hands shake because I have nerve damage. Spinal stenosis, you know. My poor granddaughter has the same thing. I might have done too much, so let me double check this. Let's see. That's perfect. Okay, we got our 3 tablespoons. Okay, now we got 2 cups of this. This is 32 ounces. So let's see what 2 cups is. 2 cups is 1 pint. I don't know. They want 2 cups. I think this is more than 2 cups. So let's just start mixing what I've got. So my son goes, Mom, why are you, oh, it's not plugged up. Let's hold tight now. Don't go nowhere. I'm right here. Got, hurts to bend over. What am I doing? Got that. That's the only bad thing about this house is electrical outlets are like really rare. Let's see if I can. The drawer's got it pinched. Okay. Okay, had to buy a lot of outlets. Okay, we got that going. Okay. Whoa. Yeah, that's the only negative thing about my house is the electricity outlets. And I have only like, my hot water heater is only this big. Well, I'm the only one who lives here, you know. Okay. All right, let's dawdle out 2 cups of this. I don't know what else I can use this on unless I make another batch, right? It's so easy. Now I'm gonna have to make double batches of the oatmeal raisin. My brother is so mad at me because I always give him his oatmeal raisin. But I like pecans in mine. He doesn't want nuts. So I'm gonna go do 2 batches of that, but I'm gonna send it him after the holidays. But you know, that's probably when he'll be in Vegas and then he'll never get it, you know? Jeez. I was hoping he'd take me to Vegas. I do love Vegas. I had tickets to Hawaii once and Vegas. And I had never been to Vegas before. My mother-in-law actually got this trip for me and her son. We love Vegas so much, we canceled the Hawaii trip. Now I wish we'd gone. But I was told that Hawaii is very expensive, you know. So let me scrape the bottom of this. Now, let me tell you about my ex-mother-in-law. She was wonderful to me when my children were little. We didn't have money to buy them clothes, and my mother-in-law bought them their coats and everything, and we were so poor, I would take the Isa Lacoste alligator and take it off of some clothes when they outgrew it and sew it back on to clothes. Because where I lived in the Northern Neck, they would judge you by what your kids were wearing, right? But when we moved to Stafford to move in with my mother-in-law's sister, she told me, we were living in her basement. She was elderly. She had scleroderma. That's what she died of. But I was told by her sister, which was my mother-in-law, that she was going to go through my underwear drawer. I said, say what? So I think she was just trying to tell me, you know, not to trust her. Fast forward 10 years later, after I fed her animals and her cows and stuff, she was teaching me how to crochet. And out of nowhere, she goes, you know, my sister, Stella, said that you were going to go through my things in my underwear drawer. And I go, oh my God, she told me the same thing about you. That's when we realized that it was a conspiracy. And so I got really close to her then. And got her 2 cups in, okay. And from that point on, I became very close and loving towards her. She died like 2 weeks later. But this is the thing. Mildred was her name. Mildred had put in her will that her sister would get 500 acres, right? This is my mother-in-law. We tried to tell, my ex-husband tried to tell his mother that, my ex-husband tried to tell his aunt, who we were living with, that his mother was not, would sell the place, would not respect it like we were doing, because I would mow the yard. I mowed the yard there for like 10 years. I'm talking acres I would mow on a bush hog. We knew it wouldn't do any good telling her that her sister was not so nice, because I would hear my mother-in-law talk really bad stuff about her sister. So, and we knew it was futile. One day, my mother-in-law lived in Manassas, and and her sister, Mildred, who we were living with, was also in Manassas, and she picked up the phone while Stella was talking to my husband's brother, Michael. Mildred heard the both of them talk so bad about them that the next day, Mildred went to the courthouse with the Commonwealth attorney, happened to be her attorney, and changed the will to my ex-husband. And that's when the shit hit the fan. Because sometimes you can't tell people what's really going on, because they're not going to believe you. But she did believe us then. And of course, my mother-in-law contested the divorce, but they laughed at her. They go, you're going to contest the Commonwealth attorney's will? Well, we won. Now that's another story about that. But the thing of it is, don't always believe what you hear. You got to find out for yourself. Okay. Now, we're going to, what is the corn syrup for? Oh, in a small bowl, we mix the corn syrup and water, brush over the cake. But that's later. We do this later when it comes out. Now, right now, we're just going to put in the coarsely chopped nuts, 1 cup. So let's see. I did coarsely chop this. Can you see me over there? Okay. just going to put a little bit more in, just because I love nuts. I'll use the other walnuts for something else. Okay. All right, let's mix some more. Okay. You see, this was easy. I don't want to over mix it. Okay. Now we're going to go 2/3 full. I'm going to check the oven. Maybe I'll tell you the rest about the estate on the next video. Okay. What happened when it was contested. Yeah. Oh, well, let me tell you something before we load these pans up. The one who takes care of the elderly when they're at their death's door is the one who usually inherits everything. And then I think that should be the one who gives up their time and energy and love for an elderly person. I don't care if it's a relative or not. They should be the one that should reap the benefits. Now, you're probably saying, well, in the divorce, Debbie, you shouldn't have got that inheritance. No, I did. And I'll tell you why. Because my husband immediately, once it was settled, went to the courthouse and added my name onto all of the plots, which turned out to be like 500 acres. So because he added me, then I got it. I'm sure he regrets that a little bit, but no, I don't think so. He had no problem giving me what he did give me. Okay, so let's check the temperature. It's supposed to be 325. And got it exactly 325. Okay. All right, I think I'll just spoon this in. Now, wasn't that an easy recipe? I think it was. That's why they call it quick and easy. Watch me turn this sucker on and hurt myself. Okay, there we go. So I did Instacart today, and I was so nervous because I had never done it. I did my whole menu on at Kroger. Then I realized that if you don't put that you want it delivered first, then you got to do the whole menu over again, which I had to do. This thing does not go in a dishwasher, people. It has to be hand washed and immediately rinse it, or you're going to have a horrible time cleaning this thing. Okay. It is rinsed. I'll do it one more time. Okay. I tried to do a live TikTok and it wouldn't work because TikTok has to be done live in this setting with it like this. Portrait, not landscape. Okay. Okay. I think I'll go to the post office once the weather clears. It's supposed to be, like I said, down to the single digits. Okay. 2/3 full. Ah! Aren't these cute? Just darling. I like cute things. Let's load this up. While I'm loading it up, it was awfully nice of my son to call me and say, Mom, turn around your car. You may not be able to get out. It's 100% chance of snow here in Virginia. I am going to get a post office box so you subscribers can send me stuff, you know? So you can send me stuff. I just had to do some laundry. If you know a storm's coming, I was always taught, get your candles out. Get your candles ready. Fill up your bathtub with water. That way you could use it to flush your commode, right? Oh no. Let's see. Okay. They're supposed to be like, what is it, 12? You can do 12. Fill Okay, it doesn't say how many. I can, we'll see. Might have enough to do. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So what was I saying? Yeah, fill up your bathtub, get your candles ready, do all your laundry, and for God's sake, shower. I did emergency tree work for 40 years, and I know the things you need to do. In order to keep my business running, we had a brand new motorhome. We moved into there. We moved into there to operate the business because, you know, we had a generator. We didn't have a generator in our house. But I can tell you one thing, my ex's new wife probably can't bake half as well as I can. And I know she can't make potato salad like me. The first thing my ex wanted once we divorced was my potato salad. I make it like my mother, except she would put in pimentos. I didn't necessarily like pimentos, you know. So, I guess it's 2/3 full. I always told my kids when they grew up, they can eat the ugly cookies, right? You can eat the ugly cookies. I used to make a lot of their birthday cakes because where I lived, there was no bakeries. We didn't have 7-Eleven. We didn't have any of that stuff. Now, I got enough left over to do 2 more little pans, so let me do that now. So I will post a picture of the end results for you. So thanks for watching.